Okay, this is a tutorial about dividing fractions. If you notice on the board I've written -3/4 divided by 1.5. So first of all, remember I explained that you have to change the mixed numbers into improper whenever you multiply or divide. So I see that 1.5 is a mixed number. So I'm going to change that to an improper fraction, which would be 3/2. Okay? So in division, so this is division, when you divide, you have to invert the second number. So this is two steps at once. I first change the mixed number to improper. Now I have to remember to flip the 3/2 to make it 2/3. So I have a -3/4 times, because I have to flip and multiply, times a positive 2/3. Now I'm going to look and see if I can simplify the denominator and the numerator. So I have a -3 and a +3, so I can simplify that and make that 1. And I have a 2 and a 4, so I can divide both 2 and 4 by 2, which is the greatest common factor. This is 1 and this is 2. So our final answer is a -1/2. That's -1/2. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, from the homework, I'm looking in the book, which is the homework I'm going to assign, and I'm going to look where the independent practice. I see number 2 from independent practice. I'll change my color. So in number 2, the independent practice says, number 1 rather, 3/8 divided by 6/7. Now, okay, with this one, you don't have to worry about changing it to improper because there's no mixed numbers here. All you have to do is to remember, you look at the second fraction and flip it. And yes, 6/7, so now it's 7/6. Multiply. We look and see if you can simplify in the denominator or the numerator in the denominator. So here's the numerator and the denominator here can both be divided by 3. So this is 1. This would be 2. Both of them divided by 3. So multiply across and get 7/16. So let's see what signs. They were both positive. So that answer for number 1 is 7/16. Okay, so let's look at, say, let's look at number 6. Looking at number 6, we have 2/3 divided by 2.5. Now again, they're both positive now. So 2/3 divided by 2.5 is the same as 2/3, and we're going to change it times. We're going to change this to improper. I'm just going to put it up here. 2.5 is the same as 3/2. So times 2/3, because we have to invert it. Now we can multiply straight across, and you have 4/9. Okay, so 4/9. Let's see which one we have that. It's not 4/9, it's 4/15. So I have an error. So let me erase this and look at. Maybe I copied something around incorrectly. So you have 2/3 divided by 2.5. Oh, when I flipped it, 2 times 3 is 4 plus 1. This should be a 5. I'm sure you all caught that. Thank you so much. So that should be a 5/2. So I have to erase the 2 and make this a 5/2. Okay, so now I have to flip it because this is 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5/2. So it's 5/2, not 3. So now this is 5/2. It's late. So now I can multiply straight across. And I'm going going to get 2/3 times 5/2. So I didn't have it flipped, so I fixed it. So it's not 5/2, but 2/5 because I told you to flip it. So now it is 2/5. So you multiply straight across, and you get 4/15. That is problem number 6 in your independent practice. So we'll do a little more practice in the class and complete your homework.